नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रजानि निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hi Krishna. So anybody knows how this nectar of instruction was actually compiled by Rupa Goswami? I mean, what was the story behind it? Anyone knows? Hare Krishna. Yes. Nobody knows?
Mataji.
Yes, Manasi Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, how much ever I know, I'm trying. So, one day, I think Rupa Goswami was having some, was telling something to Vallabhacharya, and then Vallabhacharya objected on something Rupa Goswami said. So Rupa Goswami didn't say anything and left there. But Jiva Goswami was watching and he thought that how did Vallabhacharya object something to what Rupa Goswami said. So he went and said to Vallabhacharya, no, this is wrong what you were said. So Rupa Goswami was very angry when Jiva Goswami behaved like this. So he told that you have to go to Mathura and live there. So Sanatana Goswami was very kind and merciful. So what he did, he asked Rupa Goswami to write an instruction book so that Jiva Goswami can learn from there and he can understand how to follow the instructions. Mataji. That's all.
Okay. So yes, that was one reason. And there's one more incident happened. So one was, yes, Vallabhacharya came and he was asking on something to Rupa Goswami, and Rupa Goswami didn't correct it. But then Jiva Goswami as a disciple started correcting, which was not the right etiquette. So Rupa Goswami was little upset with Jiva Goswami. Okay, that is one instance. There's one more thing what happened. Does anyone remember? One more episode happened similarly. It's related. Oh, yes, Sami Ganeshan Prabhu, you know. Or who else know? This is one instant where there is Vallabhacharya came. What was the second
instance? I know, Mataji, for which he was asked to live separately, and he wrote a letter.
Yes.
Advising him on, what all to do, and that is the instruction.
Yes.
And that is published as Nectar of Instruction.
Yes. So that is one thing. And there's one more thing which happened. Somebody heard about the Digvijay Pandit, or it's Keshav Kashmiri. So Keshav Kashmiri is a person who actually is a great scholar, and he was a little proud of something. So he actually he wanted to defeat Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. And there is a beautiful pastime where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defeated Keshav Kashmiri. And Keshav Kashmiri is a devotee of Mata Saraswati, and he never failed in front of anybody. So finally he asked Mata Saraswati, why did you make me defeat in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And Saraswati Mata appeared and said, that's none other than my master. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I can't defeat him. So Digvijay Pandit or Keshav Kashmiri surrendered at that time. But okay, that is one instance. There's one more instance where actually Digvijay Pandit, who was defeating everybody, okay, he went and defeated all the great scholars in Navadvip, okay, and he was a little proud. So what he used to do is, he have a letter, he have a white sheet where whoever gets defeated by him should sign, saying that I was defeated by Keshav Kashmiri, okay, so and so. So he used to show that paper to everybody. So he went to Sanatana Goswami with so much pride, and then he said, see, I have defeated so many scholars, so I want to defeat you also. The Sanatana Goswami understood, this person is out of mind. Why should you go and show off your scholarship in front of devotees. So Sanatana Goswami had so many other works given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he's a Manjari. So in order to crush the pride of Keshav Kashmiri, he said, okay, I agree that I got defeated. I don't want to have a debate with you, but then I agree that you are defeated. I am defeated by you. So Keshav Kashmiri said, no, I need proof. Right, that I, Sanatana Goswami, was defeated by this great Digvijay Pandit, Keshav Kashmiri, and he signed. So Sanatana Goswami did that. And Keshav Kashmiri went to Rupa Goswami. And the same thing happened. Rupa Goswami also signed. Because Rupa Goswami understood, if Sanatana Goswami, nobody can defeat him. But if he has written like this, let me also write. Because Sanatana Goswami is the guru of Rupa Goswami. When Jiva Goswami saw this, that his uncles and spiritual masters like Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami got defeated by Keshav Kashmiri, he was so angry. And for 7 days, Jiva Goswami defeated Keshav Kashmiri. And finally, Keshav Kashmiri had to write, I, Keshav Kashmiri, got defeated by Jiva Goswami. But Jiva Goswami tore that paper up just to crush his pride. And this, when Rupa Goswami came to know, he was very angry. He chastised Jiva Goswami, saying that, what did you do? 7 valuable days you just wasted for some pride person instead of doing devotional service those 7 days. What did you do? So one is with Vallabhacharya, 180K. Second was with Digvijay Pandit. So he told Jiva Goswami, you're not fit to live in this Vrindavan Dham. So go to Mathura. So those days that when he was in Mathura, 11 instructions, 11 letters were sent by Rupa Goswami about the etiquette of Vaishnavas. So that Jiva Goswami compiled as a book called NOI, that is Nectar of Instruction. So basically it was written by Rupa Goswami, but it was made into a book form by Jiva Goswami. The 11 instruction or the 11 letters. Now sometimes like we have some mentor, some senior devotee, somebody like you see Prabhupada writing letters. So if the letters are all compiled together to form a book, that becomes our instructions to us. Srila Prabhupada's instructions, you want to know anything about life, you can just type Prabhupada's letter based on that. Prabhupada will give you, you can see in Vani Source or Vanipedia or in Google that are so many letters, instructions, Prabhupada instructing his disciples with some regarding some topic. So that can be made a book because that's all Prabhupada's pure devotee's instruction. Similarly, this Upadeshamrita or Nectar of Instruction is for the practicing devotees, sadhakas like us. This is not for non-devotees. That's why Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion, Ishoparishad is taught in level 3, level 5, because that's not for level 1, level 2. It's for those who are practicing, who are struggling in devotional service. So Nectar of Instruction, I think the first verse we have already discussed, right? Vacho vekam manasa kroto vekam, jihva vekam utarapasta vekam, etan vekanyo vishaheta dera sarvam apimam prativim sa shishyat. That's the first. Yeah, controlling. The first verse is about controlling the 6 urges. Second is, and third is about 6 favorable and unfavorable activities in Krishna consciousness. Okay, I didn't share the question bank of Nectar of Instruction. Did I?
No.
I'll share. So some of you have not given Sloka exam for NOD. I don't think you will be eligible for the certificate of Bhakti Shastri because 2 options were given last Thursday and this again Tuesday. When Tuesday and Thursday, last whole week was there for your Sloka exam. And I think one Prabhu, he didn't give Sloka exam for so many modules. I think Akshay Reddy Prabhu, somebody. So that will be like blank, no? When we send to Mayapur, we can't send blank details to Mayapur. So if you're not given any Sloka exam, any theory exam, your paper will be held. In the sense, your name will not be sent to the Mayapur Institute in the first chance. You have to wait another 6 months, or else you have to make up when another chance is given. But already 2 chances are given. We'll see. So take it seriously. Some of them have not studied. Some of them have studied only 1 sloka. Whatever it is, based on that, the marks will be there. Sloka is just 10% of your marks. 10%. Okay, it is important for your preaching. Good, for preaching. But as a Bhakti Shastri point of view, 60% is open book. Just come and say whichever sloka you know. Instead of, I saw in NOD, so many of you were looking and saying. Krishna is in my heart also as Paramatma, right? So Krishna will give me in clue also. Like I could make out when I see it this thing, you were closing your eyes, but you are still not closing. So we could make out. So for such devotees, I have marked separately. We'll see what Namanishna Prabhu says about them, because we can't give a Bhakti Shastri certificate to a devotee and later on come to know that that devotee doesn't know any sloka from NOI. What will the public think? What will the other devotees from other temples think? Is this the standard of Bhakti Shastri graduates from ISKCON Mangaluru? You know? So that should not come. So everyone, I want everyone to be scholars. Everyone should learn nicely. It's easy. Even now, one Mataji was saying she was not knowing that 4 verses to be studied for NOD. Repeatedly, I kept on telling in the class, everybody could chant 4 verses. How come Mataji didn't hear that? That's purposely they're neglecting. Don't do that. Write the slokas now itself and start. Because again, NOI, there are 11 verses. Some verses are clubbed and taken in some classes. So we can finish this class in very few classes. We can finish it fast. Okay, but you should be prepared. So I'll send the question bank today of NOI and start studying slokas. Okay, this sloka is very important because this is a qualification of a bona fide spiritual master. Vacho vekam manasa krodho vekam jihva vekam uttarapastha vekam etan vekam yo vishaheta dhiram sarvam apimam prithivim sa shishya. Vacho vekam. What are the 6 things to control? A spiritual master should control. Yes, 6 things. Yes, Sunita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Urge to speak and the mind's demands and
Yes.
actions of anger and belly, genital and the tongue, Mataji.
Yes. So tongue, genitals, and belly. Okay. So the so vacho means urge to speak. Then mind. Then krota, anger. Jihva is tongue. Then udara pasta. Udara means damodara, means abdomen. And udara. Then pasta means in genitals. See, if you understand the meaning and study, sloka is very easy. It's not difficult actually. Why is it difficult? Because you're not understanding the meaning. You're trying to mugging it up. That will not work. Might be till you finish a Bhakti Shastri, it will remain. But once you finish Bhakti Shastri, it will fly away. It won't remain in your memory. Once you know the meaning and study, then it is easy. Vacho means vacha. Vachamsi gunanu varnane. Vaikunta gunanu varnane. Vacha means speech. Manasa is mind. Krodha is anger. Jihva. Sevan mukehi jihvatos. Jihva is tongue. Then uttaro pastavekam. So these are 6 things. Vacho vekam, manasa, krodho vekam, jihva vekam, uttaro pastavekam. Then etan vekan vishahede. Somebody controlling all the things. Sarva apima prithivim sa shishya. In prithvi means earth. All over the world, he can have shishya, disciples. So a sober person who can tolerate the urge to speech, mind demand, action of anger, urge to tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world. Okay, yes. So this is what guru should be. This is the qualification of a bona fide guru or a guru who is coming in a disciplic succession. The guru should have the control to urge to speak. Urge to speak means to speak only about Krishna consciousness. Machitta Madgada Prana Bodhe and the Parasparam. That's what they do. Not speak. So a guru should be silent. Silent in the sense not to be mauni. You've seen some kind of association. They cover their mouth with a white cloth. Actually, we should use our tongue to preach about Krishna. No, otherwise the tongue is of no use. So actually, what they meant is they're controlling their tongue, their urge to speak, because tongue is very difficult to control. It doesn't have a bone, right? It's very difficult to control. The first sense to be controlled is the tongue. But if you can speak about Krishna with that tongue, then why should we stop? Ananda Shesh with 1,000 hooves and 1,000 tongues could not stop glorifying Krishna even now. He started long back. So Rupa Goswami says, Prithu Maharaj says, I want thousands of tongues, billions of years so that I can chant and hear the holy name. So we can use our tongue for chanting the holy name, taking Krishna Prasadam to preach the glories of the holy name. If it doesn't have a tongue, how does ISKCON spread? ISKCON is spreading through this tongue. This tongue is used as a weapon to preach, no? So it can be used, but it should be used for Krishna service. If the tongue is not used in Krishna service, what is it compared to? Does anyone know?
Croaking of the toads.
Toad.
Frog. Frog.
Toad, no. Frog.
What?
Croaking of the frogs, Mataji.
Talking of the frog.
Oh, the croaking of the frog. Okay, that is one analogy. Croaking of the frog. If the tongue is not used to speak about Krishna, it is just like croaking of the frog, the tongue of a frog. The frog's tongue, what it do? Croak, 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 and invite snake. That is death. So, okay, that is one thing. The tongue is meant to speak about Krishna, but that tongue is not doing that, but serving other things, material things. So it's like a prostitute, it is said. Like in the sense, instead of being chaste, somebody was saying that, what was it? There was a conversation, and I think it's with Prabhupada or some of his disciples. So they said, your Krishna married 16,108 queens. I at least have one wife. What about him? His moral values being tested there. Like, this is how material people or fools and rascals speak about Krishna. So at that time, that devotee said, you are a thief. Why? All the Matajis in this world belongs to Krishna. Everybody is Krishna's wife. And you have kept one wife with you thinking that's yours. That's actually Krishna. She belongs to Krishna. She belongs to Krishna, but you think it's yours. So in that way, you are wrong. So this is what, they think. So like a prostitute in the sense, being chaste to Krishna, like we are all married to Krishna. Krishna is a supreme Lord, or in the sense, seed-giving father. So instead of talking about Krishna, if we talk about some material things, we are not being chaste to one husband. We're getting chaste to different people. That means like a prostitute. So the tongue becomes like a prostitute if it's not controlled and spoken about Krishna. Then mind. Mind is our enemy and is also a friend. And Arjuna compares the mind to what? The restless mind to
Wind.
the wind.
Uncontrolled wind.
Anjalam himana Krishna pramadi balavadridam satyaham nigraham manye vayo rivasu dushkaram. Like how you can't control even the wind. Arjuna says it's very difficult to control the mind. Yes, it's difficult to control the mind. We all agree. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, don't you all think that some control have come in our mind, right? Instead of overthinking or mental problems and anxieties and so many things we could overcome just by chanting the holy name to be in Krishna conscious. So mind's demand also can be met when the other senses are used in Krishna service or fixing our mind in Krishna service. Then anger. It's very difficult to control, but Kamesha, Krodesha, Rajoguna, Samadhi. It's all Rajoguna, but these are the three gates to hell, no? Kama, Krodha, Lopa. But it can be controlled when the senses are used in Krishna service. Tongue, belly, and genitals. First, tongue has to be controlled by taking Krishna prasadam, chanting the holy name. Once we start taking prasadam, what happens? Everything gets controlled. See, we are not even vegetarians, we are prasadarians. And it is said that once in 2 weeks, the vegetarians should fast. And that is what we are doing during Ekadashi. At Ekadashi days, we are actually fasting. Sometimes feasting happens. You come to a temple on Ekadashi, we have like so many items. But actually, that is to control our tongue on that particular day. But that is done, made for Radha Govinda. That is different. And devotees just take a little bit of it. And the tongue has to be controlled. And when tongue is controlled, automatically belly gets controlled and genitals get controlled. Because why? Why if the tongue is controlled, belly and genitals get automatically controlled?
All are in the same line, straight line.
All are in the straight line. Okay? Yes. So once tongue is controlled, so it's very easy if you understand the meaning. Vacho vekam manasa kroto vekam jihva vekam uttara pasta vekam. Etan vekan yuvishahidhidaram sarvam apimam prithivim sashishya. So first verse is about Rupa Goswami is telling to Jiva Goswami, this is a qualification of Guru. If Jiva Goswami has to become a Guru, Jiva Goswami became Guru for whom? Does anyone know? And today is his appearance day of his disciple.
Hanuman.
Hanuman says. The three trios who actually started the book distribution. The first Narottam Das Thakur, Shyamananda Pandita, and Srinivasacharya. So in Shyamananda Pandit's appearance day is today. So Jiva Goswami became a Shiksha Guru for these three. There is Narottam Das Thakur, who wrote a lot of Vaishnava bhajans, Shyamananda Pandit, that is Bukhi Krishnadas, and Srinivasacharya. Okay. So Jiva Goswami if he has to become a guru. This was before he became a guru. So Rupa Goswami is saying that if you want to become a guru, first you should do all this. Jiva Goswami should have kept quiet when Vallabhacharya asked something, like some senior Vaishnavas come to you and senior Vaishnava didn't know something, like it happens, and the senior Vaishnava said something wrong. Instead of going and correcting it, you can just keep quiet, no? If you correct it in the, or you can just personally go there and talk to him. Mataji or Prabhuji, this is what, no? It's just a correction. I had a doubt. But that is not etiquette actually. To even though the senior Vaishnava is said something wrong, you can go through other senior Vaishnavas, not directly go and say. Like Jiva Goswami shouldn't have offended Vallabhacharya in that way. That's where Rupa Goswami said that you have to control your urge to speech. You don't have to speak. And when Digvijay Pandit, the Keshav Kashmiri came, you could have kept quiet. Why did you speak for 7 days? No, shouldn't have done that. And he was a little angry also, no? Because he defeated Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami. Jiva Goswami was a little angry. So didn't want that also to happen. So that, and the mind, everything has to be controlled. So he's an instruction for all of us, because Chaitanya, all of you are going to be preachers in one way or the other. We're still preaching, some of you. So if we have to become nice gurus, Shiksha gurus, then we have to do all these controlling. We are, including me, we are all trying for this by chanting the holy name. So Parikshit Maharaj in that purport talks about atonement or prayashchitta. So did you all read what are the 2 things he rejects about prayashchitta? In 2 examples, these are all NOI questions. NOI Bhakti Shastri question. So what are the 2 atonement Parikshit Maharaj rejects?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prafulla Mataji, yes.
2 examples are the one is going to the pond, and then the elephant goes to the pond and then again come back and he rolls on the sand.
So that is Kunchaka
First
Shaucha.
one.
Yes.
And the second one is we go all the week, we commit sins, and at the end Sunday we go and confess in the church.
There's one more, Banasi Mataji. Elephant bathing is just a comparison, analogy given. One is
about
the
the thief, Mataji,
about
a robber, about a person who robs.
yes.
Even
What
after
happens?
hearing. Even after hearing, he still goes and robs it.
And he's
That
put into
hearing he
jail.
does not understand. So he wants a first-hand experience.
So he's put into jail, and again he comes out, and again he
comes
steals,
out and he
again,
repeats the same thing.
repeats the same. So what prayashchitta is that? He's asking. You put somebody in jail, and again he do the same sin. What prayashchitta has happened? And as Prafulla Mataji said, yes, from Monday to Saturday you commit sin, thinking that Sunday I can go confess. What prayashchitta is that? Namno balad yasehi papa buddhi. This is the 7th offense to the holy name. Committing sinful activities on strength of chanting the holy name. The analogy, the examples are these 2. Parikshit Maharaj is rejecting these 2. The analogy is elephant bathing. That's again a Bhakti Shastri question. That elephant bathing. Elephant might take bath in the river for a long time, then go to the sand and put the sand. So what is the use? It's called Kunjaga Shauja. Okay. So that we saw. What is the real prayashchitta Parikshit Shukadeva Goswami saying? Manasi Mataji, you know, what is the real prayashchitta?
Taking to Krishna consciousness.
Yeah. So in the sense,
Hare Krishna Mataji.
awakening our dormant Krishna consciousness, right? So that is actually the right prayashchitta, awakening our dormant Krishna consciousness. Okay. So as he said, the speech is compared to what? Croaking of a frog, right? The frog croak, 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 and then what? The snake comes. Similarly, when you do prajalpa, what happens? Unnecessary talks. Just time will go, and we won't be able to serve Krishna with that tongue. Okay. So the first verse is about these. Big purport by Srila Prabhupada. Please go read them. NOI is basically reading. You have to read. Nothing much to teach here. It's actually reading. If you read, you'll be able to understand better. Here, this is what the verse Maharaj Parikshit is asking. What type of prayashchitta are they doing, right? So he is saying the 2 examples. So urge to speech, Prabhupada says we have to engage in the speaking process of glorifying Krishna, which Ambarish Maharaj did. Vachamsi Vaigunda Gunanuvarnane. His tongue was used to glorify Krishna's name, form, quality, and pastimes. So the preacher of Krishna consciousness. Actually, when we say Shravanam Kirtanam, Kirtanam doesn't mean only Kirtan, that is singing Hare Krishna. Kirtan also means preaching. Prabhupada says that. Kirtan also means reading Srila Prabhupada's book and talking about Krishna's name, form, quality, pastime. It can be Nama Kirtan, Guna Kirtan, Leela Kirtan. All this is Kirtan. Okay. Preaching is also Kirtan. So, preacher of Krishna Katha, what happens when we speak? We speak, the power is given by Krishna, or the Krishna gives the Buddhi Yoga, the intelligence to speak. We just become the instrument. So, we have to control the tongue to speak, in the sense, not becoming silent or Mauni Baba. Silent means to speak only about Krishna Katha. That's what a sadhu does. When a sadhu is known because he speaks only about Krishna, not about anything else. So this is what it decided in Bhagavatam also. Shrinvandi Gayandi Grinandi Sadhaka. So we have to Shrinvandi Gayandi Grinandi. We have to hear, sing, and glorify Krishna always. So that's why the tongue should be used. And Manasa. Manasa we know is restless and flickering. But if it is used in Krishna service, if all the senses are used, mind is the master of senses. No, all the senses have been controlled by the mind. So if all the senses are used in Krishna service, automatically the mind gets controlled. So mind gets agitated because of Maya's influence. But to overcome that, the vacuum should not be there. We should not, idle mind is devil's workshop. We should be always active. Okay, 24 hours think about Krishna, serve Krishna. Then what happens? Our mind will naturally be controlled. So any example often quoted by Srila Prabhupada on this? Does anyone know about the mind?
Ambarish Maharaj, Maharaj.
Yeah, Ambarish Maharaj. So Prabhupada always quotes about the example of Ambarish Maharaj. Savai Mana Krishna Padaravindiyo. His mind was always fixed on the lotus feet of Krishna. Rupa Goswami also says, Yena Kena Pragarena Mana Krishnena Vashyate. The mind should be attached to Krishna. Krishna also gives the instruction, Man Mana Bhava Matpatto. Man Mana, think of Krishna in your mind. So in the mind, we should always have Krishna. And how is that possible? By involving our senses in Krishna service. Tongue to chant Hare Krishna mantra, to take Krishna prasadam, hand to cook for Krishna, cleaning the temple, doing any service, legs to walk to the temple of Krishna, do parikrama, then head to bow down in front of Krishna. All the senses, if it is used in Krishna service, Rishikena, Rishikesha Sevana, then the mind gets controlled. Anger will automatically get controlled if in that case. But anger still can be used in Krishna service. If somebody blasphemes the Lord and his devotees, we can use that anger in Krishna consciousness. It doesn't mean we can hit somebody, but yes, that anger can be used. So somebody, I think in our temple, went for book distribution with a big bag in a train. So you've seen so many ISKCON devotees, they go to train. Why? Because in train, they won't run away from you. Did anyone do book distribution? You go to book distribution, the first thing they're going to tell you is, the first thing they told me is, we already have Bhagavad Gita. We already have. Then we show them Krishna book. They can't reject Krishna book because Krishna book they won't have. So they'll try to take, but they'll run away from us saying that I don't have money, or I'm not interested. Something they say, and we have to go behind them. Please take. It's good. So much of stories and books. I mean, stories about Krishna. And for kids also, we show them. So, but in train, they can't move unless when their station come only they can go. They have to sit there. So the devotees, they do book distribution there, except in some AC compartment because the TT doesn't allow sometimes. But otherwise, they do. Okay, it's very famous to do book distribution in a train. So this devotee had a bag of Prabhupada's transcendental books and he kept it there. So it was on the way a little bit. And one devotee, I don't know who, one person, I don't know whether it's a TT. He just came and with his leg, he pushed that bag. This devotee, he's actually very silent and calm devotee, but he became so angry. He slapped that person, gave nice slap. So that anger, because he kicked Prabhupada's book, in the sense that's Krishna. Prabhupada's book is not different from Krishna. It's transcendental. The way that person could have just told him, please move your bag, or he can just move it and keep. Why he has to kick it with his leg? Which is kind of not, it's kind of an insult also, na? So, but then this devotee, it's just a small example using the anger. So once Srila Prabhupada had a small ISKCON temple opening in one place abroad, and there was few devotees always doing kirtan. So wherever there is ISKCON temple, early morning, the neighborhood people gets irritated because Shankha is blowing, and so much of Kartal and Mridanga sound at early 4:30 Mangalarti. You go to any ISKCON, any temples in Vrindavan, there are 5,000 temples in Vrindavan. So Ekadashi time, we used to go for parikrama. Early morning, if you do parikrama, 4:30 you start parikrama. By 6 o'clock, you're done before the sun comes. So it's very nice to do parikrama early morning. So when you do early morning parikrama of Vrindavan, during especially Ekadashi days, it's Ekadashi, ISKCON temple would be crowded for Mangalarti. From the gate, you have to see Radha Shyam Sundar and Krishna Balram. So much crowded, especially in Kartik month. But in other temples, there'll be nobody. There'll be only the pujari and the kirtanwalas, because Prabhupada has given so much importance of Mangalarti to all of us. So during Mangalarti, they get irritated, no, all of them. So what happens? They used to throw stones at this temple, devotees. The devotees, Trinatapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishna, they used to tolerate. So the neighbors thought, oh, these ISKCON people, they are like very papa people. They don't react. They don't know to react also. They are sadhus. We can do anything. They take advantage of you, sometimes. So Prabhupada says a devotee should be like a snake. The snake sometimes make his sound, but sometimes won't bite. So Prabhupada said devotee should be like that. The others should feel, oh, devotee is very strong, but we should not physically attack anyone unless these two situations comes. So they started throwing stones and devotees started getting hurt. So one devotee came out and hit others, like those who were throwing the stones, nicely gave them beatings. So the neighbors got scared, and from that day, they never irritated the ISKCON temple and devotees. So we can use our anger when somebody blasphemes the Lord and yes, devotees. Okay, like Hanumanji, today is his appearance day. Hanumanji burning Langa. It was anger. Any other example? What are the other two? One more example of using anger transcendently.
Arjuna Mataji.
Arjuna, yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, the Kurukshetra war.
Yeah, Kurukshetra war, very good. So what did Arjuna do?
He finished off all the Kauravas, and he annihilated all the Kauravas with the help of Krishna, so to establish dharma.
Yes. One more example. So one example is Hanumanji burning the Langa when with his tongue was on fire. Then Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, showing his anger to fight for Krishna consciousness. There's a nice one more example.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for Jagai Madai.
Jagai Madai, very good. When Nityananda Prabhu was hurt by Jagai Madai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his anger, and he was about to take Sudarshan Chakra, but he didn't, because in Kali Yuga he's supposed to be the merciful incarnation. Okay, so these are some of the examples where a devotee can use. Even Prabhupada meeting in Pennsylvania with one of the most distinguished professors in Hinduism. There also he didn't he used it in a nice way. Prabhupada, even if he gets angry, he keeps quiet. He doesn't, but still you can see some lectures, Prabhupada just calls them fools and rascals and give nicely, became very grave. Right? And Jihva Vekam Udarapastha Vekam comes together, that is controlling the tongue, belly, and genitals. Okay, so one should use the tongue for what? Taking Krishna Prasadam and talk about Krishna, but we should not eat according to our own choice. We have to control the tongue by supplying prasad. When one Mataji was asking how to overcome this tea coffee, she could not take initiation just because of the tea coffee, especially South Indians. It's like a routine from bed coffee, but all that happens, and tea coffee is like a kind of an addiction, especially for South India. It's normal in every house. So it's very difficult when you come in ISKCON to give up all that. Onion garlic, okay, but tea coffee, it was very difficult. But what to do is, instead of controlling that, you just increase your prasadam intake. Then slowly what happens? One should take prasadam at a scheduled time, and then that will do magic, that prasadam and chanting the holy name. Right? Then artificial control happens, and the urge will be there, craving will be there. But slowly, and have some supplements and try to reduce. So eating for sense gratification includes use of extra quantities of spices and chilies like tamarind, and it should be given by Krishna conscious person. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also told us to avoid palatable dishes. Yes, it can be offered to Krishna, but especially this is for brahmacharis, that sweets and everything should be avoided. So we should offer not for the intention of us eating, it is for satisfying Krishna. And also observing days like Ekadashi, Janmashtami, that time also we can restrain the demands of the belly. So this way we can control our tongue and belly. And once the tongue and belly is controlled, definitely upastavekam, that is genitals, can be controlled. Should be used only to have Krishna conscious children. Krishna says dharma aviruddha kamosmi. So in that way, so genitals used to beget Krishna conscious children. So in that way it can be used in Krishna consciousness. Okay, so understood these two things. So I think we had a discussion about that. Then we also discussed about the second and third sloka, which was the 6 favorable and unfavorable condition for devotional service. Okay, 6 things favoring, 6 things unfavorable. So favorable to Krishna consciousness, what are the 6 things? Or we'll go to the second verse, unfavorable. Yes, Kanjan Mataji.
Mataji, favorable conditions are like not talking unnecessary or mundane things, or
Okay.
not eating more than what is necessary,
Necessary.
and not associating with all the worldly minded people, or like associating with only Krishna consciousness. Those who are
Yes.
interested in Krishna consciousness, and not being greedy about money.
Yes, Sudha
And
Mataji. Yes. Anything else to add?
Mataji, following according to the regulative principles like hearing, chanting, and all that, and then to not to associate with the non-devotees, and to follow the footsteps of acharyas, Mataji.
Yes, Chitra Mataji. Anything more to add?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Atyahara, Prayasascha, Prajalpa, Niyamagraha, Janasangatya, Laulyam. Eating more than what is needed, endeavoring more than what is necessary, and Prajalpo, that is getting into gossip, Niyamagraha, overly following the rules and regulations, Janasangasya, having what is it? Janasangasya and Laulyamcha. These 6 things perish. And Hare Krishna. Yes, ma'am.
Destroy the bhakti. So, niyamagraha, there are 2 things. Niyama agraha, niyama agraha. Too much following the rules and too much neglecting the rules. Both are problem. Okay. So these are all going to destroy a bhakti. That's what verse 2 is. Verse 2 is about Atyahara prayasya prajalpa niyamagraha jana sangasya laulyamcha shadbir bhakti vinashyati. Atyahara means over eating or over collecting. Prayasya, over endeavoring. Prajalpa, that is like gossips and all. Niyamagraha, it can be 2 words. Niyama agraha, niyama agraha. Niyama agraha means too much attached to the rules. Not thinking about the goal, just for the, rules. And niyama agraha means not following. And jana sangha means associating with worldly minded people, that is non-devotees, and laulyam. Laulyam means greed. Okay. So what are the 6 things which help us to grow in bhakti? Ulsaha, Nishya, Dhairya, Tat Karma, Pravartana, Sangatyaga, Sadovritti, Shadbir Bhakti, Prasiddhi. Okay, the 6 things which help us to grow in bhakti is Ulsaha, determination, enthusiasm, Nishya, confidence, and Dhairya, patience. Tat Karma Pravartana, we have to do all the favoring for devotional activity services. And Jana Sangatyaga, Sadovritti. We have to give up the association of non-devotees and follow the footsteps of great acharyas. Then Pranashyati, Prasiddhyati, that means advance and become successful. Okay, so these 2 verses can be studied, but should not get confused, the 2 things, okay, which destroys and which favors Krishna consciousness. So 4 verses have to be memorized in NOI, that is first 4 verses. Okay, one is Vacho Veka Manasa, then Atyahara Prayasya, Ulsaha Nishya Dhairya, and the 6 types of association. Dadadi, Pradigrihadi, Yukhyamakhyadi, Prichadi, Bhukte, Bojede, Cheva, Shadvita, Pridi Lakshana. The 6 types of association with devotees. So these 4 verses I'm telling now itself so that you can prepare for NOI. The question bank I'll share soon so that you can start preparing that. So whatever verse is over, now first 3 verses will be over this week. I mean, this Tuesday we're doing. Thursday we'll do 4th verse. So 4 verses, try to read and come. And these 4 verses are the main verses. Rest all that are small, small verses. These 4 verses is daily we use it, and we need it for our own Krishna conscious activities. Okay. So overeating, over collecting, over endeavoring, all this will destroy our peace of mind. Mukti, mukti, siddhi, kami, sakala, shanda. Whatever comes, whatever Krishna gives, we should be satisfied with that. And niyama agraha. Agraha is, you can see agraha. 2 dots are there. So it's a too much attachment. And agraha, too much neglecting. Okay, any examples? Too much attachment to the rules? Any practical examples, or anything else? Anything? Neeraja Mataji.
Mataji, following Ekadashi rules, even though there is no strength in the body, like being nirjal.
Yes. So that is niyama agraha, right? Is thinking that instead of taking some prasadam and doing Krishna conscious activities, take nirjal and sleep. That is of no use. So you like, oh, I should take nirjal. You are concentrating only on the rules, forgetting the real purpose of Ekadashi. Yes, that is too much attachment to the rules. Shubhamai Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Waking up early in the morning for and then taking bath with a very cold water and getting sick.
Okay, that is actually allowed. That should be done. But sometimes, yes, as if not taking care of the health and trying to do. I still remember I had a friend in Vrindavan. It was very cold, very, very cold in December, January. This mist, you can't even see who was in front of you. And was not even wearing a sweater, saying that, no, I should not use a sweater because my guru said something like that. And not our Sambradaya, some other, but then still we were thinking that Prabhupada used to put 2-3 jackets and go to America and all, because our body, even though it's temporary, materially going to perish, still it should be healthy to do devotional service. We all know once we get sick, when the fever or cold, we're not able to chant, we can't do any devotional service, right? We'll be very tired and our body will not cooperate, as we say. But and Gaur Govinda Maharaj says, if you have fever, some disease, should lie down and chant more, so that the germs, the viruses, the bacteria in your body, even they will get to hear the Harinam. That's what he says. That's all highly advanced. But this is what is there, like, no, I can't wear a sweater because it's what the Guru said. No, to take care of the body is also our responsibility, because the body is given to us by Krishna to do devotional services. Okay. So any other examples? Yes. Okay, that's a good example. Then Kanjan Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, there is one katha regarding this. There was one devotee of Lord Jagannath, Karma Bai, I guess the name. So she used to worship the Lord, and before giving darshan, Lord Jagannath used to visit her, and she used to cook khichdi prasadam, like khichdi for Jagannath ji. And Jagannath ji used to come each morning to eat that khichdi. So when Karma Bai used to make that khichdi, she never used to take bath, nothing. She used to get up early in the morning while brushing the teeth with a stick, with one stick. She used to, with same stick, she used to stir that khichdi also. So no hygiene, like no, like hygienic, nothing was maintained. So then one Brahmana came, and when he saw that Karmabai used to make like khichdi without any, prayers or bathing, so he instructed Karmabai to first bathe and, offer lots of prayer before offering khichdi to Lord Jagannath. So when Jagannath ji heard about this, so he instructed the pujari of that temple that go to Karmabai and ask her not to follow all these rules and regulations, just offer khichdi like she used to offer before. So that's how Lord reciprocates.
So that's a nice story. Yes, the Karma Bai story, where she was not following the rules and regulations, but she was offering it with so much of love. But when a Brahmana came, and it was kind of trying to correct her. And Jagannath ji himself got angry because she was doing it out of pure Vatsalya ras. The Brahmana was thinking only about the rules. So we can't become like Karma. Why? Because we could not be like not taking bath, taking the bhog and all that. No, because we are still not in that stage. We are sadhakas, but they are all in bhava stage or prema stage. So we can't copy such your devotees. So in that way, we have to follow the rules. Yes, we have to do achaman before entering the kitchen or the altar, and so all the things has to be followed. But too much the rules, that also should not be done, and too much neglecting the rules. Any examples to neglect the rules? This is all too much attachment. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, not following the basic regulative principles.
Yes, not following the regulative principle, saying that, oh, what is there in meat eating and intoxication and all that? I can chant Hare Krishna, at the same time have tea, coffee, onion, garlic and all that. It'll work. No, that's not the way it works. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, we should always try to surrender ourselves, not we should try to surrender ourselves fully, but and we should not keep our mind too much attached with the material things also.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay, one of my neighbors is Madhva Brahmins. So during periods, okay, they don't take bath for 3 days. After that, they're going to take bath, and during periods, she eats onion, garlic, and all. When I asked her, she told that it is not mandatory during periods. Other times, it's rules that they should not eat. That is what she told me. So like
okay.
that.
Yeah. So Preeti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Not observing the appearance and disappearance days of a spiritual master.
Yeah, very good. So they say that I had my friend initially days of Krishna consciousness. She's like, no, I won't fast for the acharyas and all. I'll fast only for Janmashtami, Gaur Purnima. I was like, and Ekadashi. It's like, why? Because acharyas are manjaris and they are gurus, and you get more mercy when you fast for the acharya's appearance, disappearance than Janmashtami. Because Krishna's devotees are more merciful than Krishna. That's why he has come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a devotee form to give that mercy. So yes, so at that time, that is also kind of neglecting the rules, because great Vaishnavas, senior Vaishnavas are following and we are not following. That's not the right thing. Okay. So these are all niyamagraha and niyamagraha. So Prabhupada says collecting too much that is necessary. Again, it costs prayascha, and no need for a man to move from one place to another just for that economic problems. And we saw the 4 kind of people. And also we saw about our real endeavor should be to know about Krishna. Jivasya Tattva Jitnyasa, or the Brahma Jitnyasa has to be done. And this is Prajalpa. Prabhupada used to listen to yes, we should know what is happening around the world. We should not be like, a Krishna conscious person should not be like not knowing anything what is around us. Yes, but then we should not get involved into it. Prabhupada just listened to the main headlines news for 5 minutes every day, so that he knows which country, what is happening, so that it can be used for preaching. That can be used in a preaching way, like current situations can be used. But then social media, too much into it, that will cause prajalpa. Then niyamagraha, I think this 2 terms, again a Bhakti Shastri level question, that how do you divide this word as niyama agraha, that is too much of accepting the attached to the rules, and niyamagraha, not accepting. So these 2 has to be given with examples if it's good. And Prabhupada, being the sannyasi, he used to conduct marriage ceremonies, and that's his disciples. You know how Prabhupada used to get married, their disciples. If Prabhupada want to send some disciple abroad to preach, Mataji cannot go alone, right? She needs some support. So he used to call one of the brahmacharis and tell them to get married to one of the Matajis. Like, so they were like, huh? So that's how Prabhupada did that. And they never disagreed for that. They always agreed. Okay. And based on time, place, and circumstances, Prabhupada used to say, You need not say that, okay, this particular thing should be used at this time. See, once initially where Prabhupada was installing, I think it was Gaurnitai something. So they wanted no Shanka to do Abhisheka. Sometimes normally you do Abhisheka with a big Shanka, but that was not there in the abroad. So what he did with a big spoon, a new spoon, he took the milk and was pouring on Gaurnitai. So based on time, place, and circumstance, you can see here, adjusting things based on time and place. Prabhupada was so expert in that. Prabhupada's like in every situation, we should not be feeling that, oh, I want only this, then only I'll do, or no, any situation we should be able to do our preaching. And Jana Sangha, that is associating with worldly minded people. There's all these clubs are for what? To talk about material things, no? So when you get associated with such materialistic people, then what happens? That peer pressure comes. What Mataji was saying, all her friends used to call her, and they used to dress so much into Western style that in a Krishna consciousness and that Mataji's initiative, she can't walk like that with them. So slowly she started disassociating with them. It's okay. Initially, we'll feel bad. I'm losing my friends, all that. But that's for a good purpose. Get associated with devotees, right? Like last week, some devotees came. It was a Bhakti Vriksha group, some 7-8 Matajis. They were so close. I was like, 8 of them were in the kitchen cooking for the Lords. 8 of them were doing drama. They were together. Whole family came together. It was like a family. So they're all devotees. And that Mataji said, I don't miss friends now because I have so many devotee friends. And to devotee friends, you can talk about your personal things, everything, no? You can open up your mind. Guhyam Akhyadi Prichati. So that's why you should have a nice devotee circle, friends, so that who can help you in devotional as well as your material life. So give away all the materialistic people's ideas, because definitely they'll definitely take you away from Krishna. Your mind will get spoiled a little bit. And Tattat Karma Pravartanat means we should do all the 9 type of devotional service, chanting 16 rounds, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, all that. And Ulsaha. Ulsaha means enthusiasm. You can see all of them so much enthusiastic to do Nagara Sankirtan. So that enthusiasm should not be destroyed. Even in old age, any age, we can have that enthusiasm to do devotional service. We had a Russian Mataji. She was 84 or 74, something like that. She used to dance in the Kirtan. Some of you would have seen in Mangalarati, even during Tulsi Parikrama. And I was thinking, Mataji is so energetic. She comes to the temple, and then even where we stay, she's always happy and enthusiastic. Any service you tell, she's very enthusiastic. So in that way, it is good to be enthusiastic even at that age. Age is not a limit in Krishna consciousness. That enthusiasm should be there. Seeing one person's enthusiasm, there was a Prabhu, we took fasting and it was late night, and the Prabhu was jumping in the Kirtan. And seeing the Prabhu, we were all tired and sitting, and Prabhu's like, what happened? Well, like, Prabhu, we are tired after so much service. Prabhu's like, everything is in the mind. You're not really tired. That enthusiasm should come. And seeing him, we were also enthusiastic. So because he's elder to us, but what are we doing? So enthusiasm is contagious. It will spread. You see one devotee enthusiastic, then all of them will become. That will spread. Okay. Did we have this breakout room? I think we did, no?
Yes, Mataji.
Practically, Raven, yeah, we finished all this. Okay, so we conclude. We can stop early today. The Krishna Conscious Movement offers a spiritual community that can bring about a peaceful condition in the world. Every intelligent man should purify his consciousness and rid himself about the above-mentioned 6 hindrances to devotional service by taking wholeheartedly shelter of Krishna Conscious Movement. If one strictly follow the advice given by Srila Rupa Goswami, that is being enthusiastic, confident, being patient, giving up the association of unwanted person, following the regulative principles, remaining the association of devotees, one is sure to advance in devotional service. What is the example Prabhupada mentions? Being patient. What is the analogy? Again, a Bhakti Shastri question. What is the analogy Prabhupada mentions, Deval Mataji?
The wife, the newly married wife seeking a child from the husband.
Yeah. So a wife cannot get a child immediately. So Prabhupada says she has to serve the husband, she has to wait at least minimum 1 year, 9 months, at least. For each person, it will be different. Some couples, they'll have kids later. That's Krishna's plan might be. Because one Mataji, she had like 3 abortions. And she used to feel very bad. Why Krishna is not giving a baby to me? But later on, when she came to Krishna consciousness, she started chanting. Then Krishna gave her a baby and she delivered and she had a baby. So she was saying that might be that time I was not Krishna conscious. Might be that's why Krishna didn't want me to have a baby. But when she came to Krishna consciousness, definitely that's a devotee. Might be a devotee was waiting to take shelter of her womb. But since she was not Krishna conscious, some karma. So it's like that we'll have some karma binding. But the patience should be there. Immediately she can't have a baby. So Prabhupada says similarly, immediately after chanting for a few days, we can't become pure devotees. Or in one life, we can't become pure devotees. We need that patience. No? So a lot of patience is required in bhakti. But it doesn't happen in one day. It takes a lot of time. So slowly, the Bhakti Lata beach will grow. So Ulsaha Nishya Dairya, there Prabhupada mentions about Anya Vilashita Shunyam. The patience and confidence you can see in page number 32 towards the end. A newly married girl naturally expects offspring from her husband, but she cannot expect to have that immediately after marriage. Of course, as soon as she is married, she can attempt to get a child, but she must surrender to her husband, confident that her child will develop and be born in due time. Similarly, in devotional service, surrender means that one has to become confident. The devotee thinks, Avashya Rakshabe Krishna. Rakshishyati Vishwasam. Avashya Rakshabe Krishna. Krishna will definitely protect me. That faith should come from a devotee. So Krishna will surely protect me and give me help for successful execution of devotional service. This is called confidence. Yes, I'm confident that this boat of Krishna consciousness, having the captain as Srila Prabhupada, will take me across the ocean of birth, death, old age, disease, and will reach the destination. Might be not in this life, some other life. So that's what all of us want to become pure devotees in one life. That's not possible. So many lives we are given to Maya. One life we give to Krishna. We don't have patience. All of us, we are like that. So Rupa Goswami says, no, you should have a lot of patience. So then patience only. So this is the analogy, again, Bhakti Shastri question, where a wife wants to have a baby with the husband, but then she has to have patience and endeavor. So that means parishrama should be done. Like Yashoda Maya ran behind Krishna to tie in the Damodar Leela. She also had patience. If she would have given up, Krishna wouldn't have surrendered. Yes, Krishna will. But that endeavor should be there, right? The endeavor of and associating with unwanted people means non-devotees. So we can't avoid sometimes in the family also non-devotees are there. So don't take association, give association. That's what they say. And remain in the association of devotees. This Bhakti Lata beach is compared to, the Bhakti is compared to the Lata beach, no? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, we are the gardener, we have to sow the seed in the heart and water it with what? What is the watering of Bhakti Lata beach?
Ring and chanting.
Hearing and chanting, Mataji.
Shravanam and Kirtanam, yes. So when you do Shravanam and Kirtanam, then slowly the Bhakti Lata beach will grow, pierce the material universe, go to the spiritual world, take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet and have flowers and fruits there. Okay, that is fruitified. Then there is a mad elephant. What is that? Which destroy the Bhakti Lata beach?
Vaishnava
Aparadha. So Vaishnava Aparadha huye Hati Mata. So when it becomes Hati Mata, then what happens? It destroys our Bhakti Lata beach. What are the 6 weeds? We should take care. 6 weeds of devotional service.
Putinati Mataji, duplicity.
Putinati, very good. Duplicity. Then
Mana Pratishtha.
Mana Puja Pradishta, very good. Yes.
Anger.
No. Putinati, Mana Puja Pradishta. Mana Puja Pradishta, Kutinati. 2 more. Jiva Himsa and Nishita Ajar. Okay. So these are the 6 beats of devotional service. That's given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I think it's in Madhya Leela. 19 points. We're just going through that today. 157. 159. 159. Okay, so what are the 6 beads of devotional service? Yeah, here. So this is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 19, verse 159. You can see. Okay, so what is it? Nishiddhachara kutinati jiva himsana labha puja pradishtadi yada upashaka gana. Nishiddha achar. Nishiddha achara means behavior not to be exhibited by a person. Okay, Nishiddhachar, that is the avoiding the, not following the four regulative principles. Kutinati. Kutinati means diplomacy. Diplomacy means duplicity. Like at home, you are a different person. At temple, you are like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But at home, you are like very angry person. So it's like duplicity, diplomacy. So Nishiddhachar, that is the behavior which is not to be followed. Kutinati, diplomacy. Jiva himsa, unnecessary killing animals or causing problems to others, unnecessarily killing animals, that is meat eating, all comes jiva himsa. So Nishiddhachar, kutinati jiva himsa. Mana puja pratishta means profit, puja, adoration by others, pratishta, becoming important, all this. These are all unnecessary creepers. So some unnecessary creepers growing with the Bhakti creeper are the creepers of behavioral unacceptable for those who are trying to attain perfection. Diplomatic behavior, animal killing, mundane profiteering, mundane adoration, mundane importance. All these are unwanted creepers. So these are all these are all the weeds of Bhakti Lada Beach. So Kutinati is a diplomatic behavior. Okay, that should not be done. That's what Prabhupada says here in the purport. Jiva himsa also, killing animals, killing other causing problems to other living entities. That also comes in Jiva himsa. And Nishiddhachar means not following the four regulative principles. Mana puja pradishta. Oh, I should be. Actually, what is the greatest fame? My Ramananda Rai says, greatest fame. We should be famous as
devotee of Krishna.
Devotee of Krishna. So the greatest fame is to know as devotee of Krishna. Like for example, Ambarish Prabhu, that is Alfred Ford. When he was small, he went to Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada asked him, where is your grandfather, Henry Ford? So he said, he died. So Prabhupada said, yes, how much money we have, still one day we're going to die. So it's not great to be known as a businessman or a karmi. You should become famous as a devotee. And yes, he became devotee as a famous as a devotee. I came to know about Ambarish Prabhu because he contributed 500 crores for the TOVP, Temple of Vedic Planetarium in Mayapur. He and his Mataji. So Mataji was designing the TOVP, the temple, and they became famous as devotees. So this is what Prabhupada says, like you should be famous as a devotee, not as Mana Puja Pradishta, as a materialistic person. Yes, if you have a materialistic job or any position in the society, it can be used in Krishna consciousness. So in that way it can be done. So these are the 6 creepers of the weeds of devotional service. The weeds has to be plucked out. Nishiddhachar, Kutinati, Jiva Himsa, Mana Puja, Pratishta. So these are the weeds which destroys our devotional service. And the previous sloka says about the Hati Mata, Vaishnava Aparadas Hati Mata. So even that, the mad elephant will crush the Bhakti Lada Beach. So we should not allow that mad elephant to enter into our garden. Because we are gardener, we have to put a fence around it. 156. Yadi Vaishnava Aparate Ute Hati Mata Upadeva Chinde Tara Sukiyaya Pata Yadi Vaishnava Aparate Ute Hati Mata. So when we do offense at the feet of a Vaishnava, then it's like a Hati Mata, mad elephant. So today Bhagavatam class also Navrishi Prabhu say, we were reading that verse where Dhruva Maharaj got offended by his stepmother Suruji and Uttama, the step brother, and both of them, they kind of did Vaishnava Aparadh. So Uttama died, he died with the hands of a Yaksha, and Suruji also died in the forest fire. So this is the fate of somebody doing Vaishnava Aparadh. Like Haridas Thakur was offended by Ramchandra Khan and so many others. They all got it back. No, so like Durvasa Muni, when offended Ambarish Maharaj, he was also running behind, Sudarshan Chakra was running behind him. So he also suffered. So Vaishnava Aparadh is like Hati Mata, a mad elephant. A mad elephant, if an elephant is mad, just imagine what it will do. It will destroy our Bhakti Lada Beach. So if a devotee commits an offense to the feet of a Vaishnava while cultivating the creeper of devotional service in material world, his offense is compared to a mad elephant that uproots the creeper and breaks it. In this way, the leaves of the creepers are dried up. nicely you're doing Shravanam Kirtanam and it's growing nicely. You have a nice rose plant. It's about to bud and flower, and then some mad elephant comes and uproots it. How unhappy you will be. So you're trying to do your devotional service very nicely, but then some kind of Vaishnava aparadha, it's done. So in the purpose, Prabhupada says in that Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 9th chapter, Prabhupada says that unknowingly you serve a Vaishnava, you get Ajnana Sugati. Like you don't know somebody is a Vaishnava. No Kandimala, no Tilak. That person came to your house, you gave nice prasadam and all. So unknowingly you served the Vaishnava, you get the Sukriti. Similarly, unknowingly we do the offense, we get the so that should not be done. So Vaishnava Aparadha has to be avoided. And as far as possible, so the mad elephant should not come and uproot your creeper. So what should we do? We should put a fence around the garden. What is that fence?
Association of devotees.
Association. Like for example, Bharat Maharaj didn't have association. So what happened? He got attracted to the deer and he lost. He became a deer. If he had association, Bharat Maharaj's friends would have stopped him from getting attached to the deer. Like if Ajamila had association, in the forest where he was watching a Shudra embracing a prostitute, he fell down. But if he had association there, that devotee would have helped him. No, like so that's why when Mataji was saying, Mataji, sometimes I don't feel like chanting, sometimes it's becoming mechanical, what to do. So like have some association, always talk to some devotee, take guidance, like a mentor, someone. Actually, we all should have mentors in the sense, someone to guide us in the right way. If you have some problem, to talk to that person, so that Maya will not touch us, and this offenses like mad elephant will not affect. So in Narottam Das Thakur also prays, Tadera Charana Sevi Bhakti Sanibas Janame Hoy Abhilash. So what is my desire? Bhakti Sanivas. So I should live in the association of devotees. Janame Hoy Abhilash. Life after life, this is my desire. So the desire should be to have association of devotees. Okay, I'll just I wanted to talk about Shyamananda Prabhu. Does anyone know Shyamananda Pandit, who was one of the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? And he is a Shiksha disciple of Jiva Goswami. Today is his appearance day. So he is called Dukhi Krishnadas because his parents didn't have children. So when he was born, they called him Dukhi Krishnadas. Okay, and then later on when he grew up, he went with Jiva Goswami to take Shiksha, and Jiva Goswami gave him a service. Does anyone know what service was it? No? So to clean the Seva Kunj. Okay. So he used to clean the Seva Kunj. And Seva Kunj is the place where Radharani and Krishna used to meet to do Ras Leela sometimes. Okay. And that place, Shyamananda Pandit saw when he was cleaning the Seva Kunj, he got an ankle bells. And this ankle bell was shining. So this is Shyamananda Pandit. It was shining. Okay, he was cleaning Seva Kunj. So you can see this picture. It was shining. So he understood it is not a normal place. Normal angle bells. Oh, you're not able to see.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. So he was cleaning, this is Shyamananda Pandit, he was cleaning the Seva Kunj. Every day he can see the broom and all, he was cleaning. And he saw shining angle bells. So he understood this is not normal persons. This is someone's very, is cleaning the Seva Kunj, one Mataji said. Yeah, and then he got the angle bells of Radharani. So at that time, one of the Sakhis, gopis, they came dressed up like an old woman and came and said, did you see the angle bells of my daughter-in-law? She left it here. So Dukhi Krishnadas is like, I'll give it only to the owner. Let that person come. And then Radharani actually appeared. And then you can see here, Dukhi Krishnadas became a gopi and then put ankle bells for Radharani. And finally, Radharani blessed him with that ankle bells on his tilak area. And that's called a Nupur Tilak. Nupur Tilak means it is a very shining kind of tilak. It was, yeah, you can see here on the tilak. And his guru, that is Hridayananda Chaitanya was his guru. So when Shamanta Pandit went and told Jiva Goswami, this is what happened, Jiva Goswami said, don't tell this to anybody, because people are not going to believe, and don't tell this to anyone. So he kept the word, but his Diksha guru, Hridaya Chaitanya, asked him, okay, Hridaya Chaitanya. So Hridaya Chaitanya asked him, because he had Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his heart, he was named as Hridaya Chaitanya. He asked him, what is shining on your forehead? What happened? It looks like some transcendental mark. So he could not say, because Jiva Goswami told him not to tell about Radharani. So he didn't say. He said, no, I don't know, I don't know. Then the Diksha Guru got angry on him. He said, you're hiding secrets from your Diksha Guru. Go, I don't want to see you again. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was in his heart as of Hridaya Chaitanya, walked out because he was offending his devotee. But later on, he came to know it. And Jiva Goswami gave shiksha to these three trios, that is Narottam Das Thakur, Shyamananda Pandit, and Srinivasacharya. They became the first ever book distributors in ISKCON. So they are the one who actually distributed the original copy of Upadeshamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And then what happened? One king dacoits stole it, Veeram Veer. Yeah, Veer Ham Veer. He stole it, and we wouldn't have had NOI and NOD if we didn't get that books back. Srinivasacharya stayed in that temple in the court of that Veeram Veer and took the books back. So that's how we got the books back. Okay, so I'll open the chat. All the co-hosts, please put the attendance link. Okay, please mark your attendance. And everyone are you all getting the sadhana chart? Weekly sadhana chart has to be posted. Some group didn't get it, but please.
No, Mataji.
No,
Yes,
Mataji.
we got it.
No, we have not done for many months.
Yeah.
No, Mataji.
Mataji, please share me, Mataji. I'll share in the group. Manasvi here, Mataji.
No, Manasi Mataji, you're supposed to make a sadhana chart and share, right?
No, Mataji. One of the Matajis, when I was taking kids batch, she informed me that Aishwarya Mataji, we share you the sadhana. Please share it in the group. So I didn't know that I have to make the sadhana, Mataji.
Who has it? Which group is getting it? Sridevi Mataji's group is getting sadhana chart.
For last couple of weeks, we started getting
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
It's been long time.
Supriya Mataji.
Mataji, I am sharing in the group, Mataji, every Sunday for Thursday and Tuesday.
Yeah, Supri Mataji, can you share it with Manasi Mataji?
Okay.
Also, our group,
You have a number?
We don't have it now.
Manasi Mataji, can you give your number to Supriya Mataji?
Monday group also, we don't have it, Mataji.
Pravina Mataji, get it from Supriya Mataji, okay? Because you're all in one group now. So I can have a common form. All of you can have that form. Take it from Supriya Mataji and then please share it, because sadhana chart is important. When I tracked, I could not see some sadhana chart. That's why I asked you, because some groups are not filling it because they're not getting the chart. So 5% of your marks is about sadhana. So that's why it's very insignificant, but still we should know, no? Weekly what you're doing. Okay. So please get that sadhana chart and fill it. Attendance, almost everyone have good attendance except one or two devotees didn't have proper attendance. So that should be taken care. And sloka, many missed sloka. So whenever I'll give you one more date after the class, when now I have IDC course starting. So Krishna.
Mataji, Tuesdays attendance we don't have.
I think some of the IDC students have joined here. So this is a Bhakti Shastri class going on. I forgot to lock the room. Okay, anyway, I'll end the meeting.
Yes, Mataji, Tuesdays attendance.
We didn't receive Tuesday link, Mataji.
Didn't receive? Yeah, it's in the chat.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, yeah, one more last date will be given for NOD slokas. Okay, not only NOD, any other slokas which you missed, one more date will be given. Okay, so please start studying. It's very important to do sloka exam. And if anybody have missed open book, please do it.
Mataji, Madhu Mataji.
Mataji.
Mataji, can I send the open book questions to you, Mataji, directly?
No, the form is not open. Is it closed?
I'm not checked, Mataji, but I've written. Can I send it? And even the module 3 open book question is pending, Mataji. I did not know where to send. I've written it. I was with the Subhuti Prabhuji that time. And I've answered the questions, but I could not send.
Okay, okay. We'll give you the drive to upload. Okay.
Okay.
Just remind me. Okay, Hare Krishna. I think some of them have entered the waiting room. So I'll end and restart for the IDC. Thank you everyone for joining. Vanchakalpadasya kripa sindhu patitanam pavanebha vaishnavibhyo. Nandukodi Vaishnaviki Jai Shri Prabhupada.